So, what do you say to such a life? A life that is quite well spent, at least in the context of SAMSA. I know Captain Campbell since 1999 2000, back when I was the Marine Technical Manager at the then Portnet, now National Ports Authority. And a very difficult surveyor he was. I knew that if we had a survey on the day and Captain Campbell was the surveyor, we didn't say anything, we didn't talk. You needed everything ready for him, life jackets, flares and everything, certificates, everything laid up. You would never call him for an unprepared survey. Then he would just walk off, and then you'd be running behind him, and then you knew that you couldn't use that craft until Captain Campbell was satisfied. And we say this thing lightly now, but I remember a year or so ago I was speaking to one other colleague in the industry. Well, he says, the most straight of persons that you can ever find. And it becomes a very important attribute come this time where as a country we face with the difficulties that we face with. In fact, he said to me, bribe Captain Campbell, then I'll give you R1 billion without having him. So that is just the integrity of a man that you're talking about. Insofar as his work is concerned, as I'm saying, we've covered a very great deal of ground. The fishing industry owes it to him for its safety standard. We issued out a state of safety report, and in fact I want to dedicate that as he leaves SAMSA, that it is the first report that has ever been produced. And I'm inclined to give that report a name, Captain Campbell's safety report, so that as he goes away, there is something that's left for his legacy. Talk about the other report. We've got a whole convention that was the implementation of the Torremolinos Convention, and it became the Cape Town Agreement. Because for more than 20 years, the whole world was stuck with how to make regulations that are internationally binding for the fishing industry. And he worked tirelessly for over 10 years. And only in 2012 did he get it right. And in fact, there was a big discussion at IMO whether to call it the Cape Town Convention or to call it the Nigel Campbell Convention. Now, that is one thing that I'm sure will show you the quality and the legacy of a man that we must say farewell to as he goes into retirement. I can speak about a whole lot of things, the offshore bunkering. When I sat with the team to say, guys, here is a country that is got a geographical position. We ought to be the corner shop of the shipping world. And taking the words of my mentor, Professor John Hare, and we just were failing to make this happen. It doesn't matter what we were trying. Said, fine, we'll do it in the Port Elizabeth Bay, and here we are. We've got a business that is really starting to make sense for the people in that region. And so I can talk for a very long time, but personally, as a friend, as a colleague, as a civil servant, as many things to many people, I think he really, really represented the SAMSA brand quite well. And my captain, I've said what I wanted to say to you, and I meant every word of it. And I know I haven't given him permission to retire yet, so I'm sure he has to come back in another capacity. There is work that is yet to be done as we position this maritime industry, and we still depend on him.
Wonderful. I'm not lost. I'm coming back in November. On a part-time basis, by the way. But tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, from Saturday, my phone message will be, I'm Nigel Campbell, I'm retired, and I'm not married to my cell phone. And I must admit, after 20 years here, 13 years in the fishing industry, which is a 24/7 operation, you live with a phone next to you. Even this Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon it went. So I'm looking actually forward to going to bed at night and leaving my cell phone in another room, so it shouldn't ring. I don't know how I'm going to adjust, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you all very much. It's been an exciting career. It's been a privilege to be here in SAMSA. I've enjoyed 99.9% of it. I salute you all. Thank you very much.
Captain Campbell led by example. I think I'll miss that about him. You know, from coming to work on time, from being articulate on his work and making sure that he does his work with excellence. That's the one thing I'll miss about him. I believe he's going to be coming back shortly. Fare thee well, Captain. See you on the 4th of November.
I wrote a message for you on your card. You must read it, but it's a very nice message. I hope you retire very nicely. We'd like to see you back, but please rest now. Somewhere you must rest, and I think you've brought your share or more than your share. Thank you very much.
Captain Campbell, I would like to wish you well on your much deserved retirement. Thank you.